What is up, everybody? We are back with some more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and we're here to answer that question. Should you pull on the new Glenn First Soldier X3 Soldiers banner? If you are new to the channel, guys, and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and follow along with what we do here. Hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts on the banner, and let's get going into this. Remember, if you've never seen one of these before that I do, this is not designed for people who are whales or for that person who is an absolute, like, you have to have everything for that specific character. By all means, if that's the case, make sure you can pull enough to get to that 12th stamp to get the gear, because that's always going to be the big prize at the end. This is more designed for those who are trying to figure out how to more wisely spend their crystals, and to make it to where they can kind of plan things out a little bit better. So let's get into it. One of the things I always like to do, let's look at the overall look of this thing, and I did this in my let's look at the updates video. I love the look of this outfit. I think Glenn looks absolutely amazing in this. I think they did a great job designing this. You know, the aesthetic of it kind of matches, like, you know, he's been on the run. You know, he left Shinra. Matt, and Lucia, they're on the run. This, I mean, totally looks like he's been out in the wilderness hiding out and things like that. The color scheme looks great. I like the binoculars that are here. He's got, you know, it's like, what, two sets of a scope and binoculars here, or those are grenades. I thought those were binoculars. I think I said that in my update video. Those are totally grenades. I think it's because I missed this one, and these two were sitting in a way that looked like maybe like binocular. Yep, those are totally nades. Little side pouches here, the wrappings, the boots look awesome, the bandaged arm, the tattered cloak, his axe looks absolutely awesome. I really do love the look of this thing. It really makes me wish that there was more for him, because he has been so neglected in this game. So let's take a look at what it does. Boost PDEF to all allies at, was it 25 or 15 points? So 20%, all allies are getting a 20% boost to their physical defense, which again, with him being a tank, kind of makes sense. Rebel's Passion here, when granting physical attack down, going to get a max potency tier +1 to the max tier. This pairs really well with the new weapon. It also works really well with the current event too. Not the best outfit for him. If I were to go to gear here, scroll all the way down to Glenn. The Pirate's Captain one I like better because it has reprieve. Again, with him as a tank, I really like. And then the Pirate Pauldron's giving him that physical magic defense plus 20%. But this is still not a bad armor for him. It's just, I would maybe rank this as like my second favorite armor for him. So let's look at the Desperado Glaive here. This is going to deal 390% physical earth damage. P attacks can be lowered low to mid. Again, on second cast, if you have the outfit, that's going to go to high. 70% or more HP. Earth resist is decreased low to mid on a single enemy for 20 seconds, and you're going to get a 5% veil on yourself for 40 seconds. Offers boost HP, P-Def, and we have P attack boost, and cross sigil boost 1s. Alright, you pull, get up to OB1. We go up to 450% physical earth damage to that single enemy. We stay low to mid on the P attack decrease for 25 seconds. Same thing with the earth resist down, still low to mid, 25 seconds. That 70% threshold holds for your HP. And the veil goes up to 6% for 45 seconds. Boost HP at 42 points. I'm assuming you'd main hand this thing. I don't know why you would offhand it, so I'm going to look at it from the perspective of main handing. So you're getting a plus 60% to your HP total. Defense, so 18, so plus 30%. But again, tacking on to what the gear is going to do, it's a solid boost to your defense. If you get this thing up to OB6, you're now doing 550% physical earth damage to that single enemy. P attack has now gone high to high. So first cast is going to knock it down to high. Second cast, again, if you have the outfit on, is going to knock it to very high. HP still 70%. Earth resist is now high to high for 25 seconds. Veil has gone up to 8% for 50 seconds. That boost HP is now at 54 points. You're a point away from having 80%, so you're sitting here at 70% HP. PDEF has gone up to 30 points, so now you have a 45% boost to your physical defense. That P attack is at 646. He's going to be hitting kind of hard. Problem is, like I said, it doesn't do much here, but he's a tank. He's not supposed to be dealing the damage. He's supposed to be taking the damage. If you are that mad lad who takes it all the way up to OB10, we're looking at 620% physical earth damage to a single enemy. P attack stays high to high for 30 seconds. I'm kind of disappointed that the HP stayed at 70%. I would like to have seen this drop down to 50 at OB10, especially with this being a featured banner. Earth resistance decreased high to high still for 30 seconds. Veil has gone up to 10% for 60 seconds. HP is now at 62 points, so you're at 80% boost to your HP. Pretty solid place to be. I mean, you're just a few points off from getting up to 90%, but really, I think with just this, you could focus off the HP and move into something else. Boost PDEF, 42 points, so 60% to your physical defense. Mix that in again with the added defense boost you're going to get from the outfit, and knocking your enemy's P attack down potentially to very high. The enemies are going to be tickling you. And in the event, you get an extra +1 to the physical attack down things anyways. So not only is it going to be 4 stacks on your second cast, technically it's going to be 5 stacks on your second cast. That boss isn't going to be doing anything. One thing to note, ATB is a 3. This is a 3 ATB weapon. So the fact that the percentage is a little on the lower side, you're casting it faster. So you're getting, so again, if you have that gear, you're getting the extra tier slightly faster than you would normally. And you're dealing more damage faster. So I don't mind the trade-off for 3 ATB for this to be slightly lower. I think over time that's going to kind of pay for itself. The other thing to note is we do have that Angeal Balmung as the new ultimate weapon. I'm a little miffed that we only had 1 banner for Clouds, and then we got 2 for the OG Sephiroth, and then we went immediately into Angeal. I'm a little miffed by that. I don't know why Cloud only got the 1 banner for it. But anyway, this is a 3 use, 2000 physical non-elemental damage. It's going to increase physical resistance and magic resistance by 25% to all allies for 15 seconds. It's going to give a veil to himself for 50% of his max HP. And you get, like I said, 3 uses. It takes 15 seconds to charge the first one, and then 50 seconds for each one after that. It's going to boost his PDEF by 22 points, so 30%. And all allies are going to, he's going to give HP gain to all allies at for 60 seconds. When triggered, it's going to restore 8% of the target max HP, I can't talk, to all allies when the battle begins. Not too bad of a weapon, but you know, again, I don't think you should be pulling on a banner just for the ultimate weapon. You should be pulling for the other things. So then that comes back to, is this banner worth pulling on? So most of us are probably still hurting from the anniversary if you pulled on the quote-unquote anniversary banners. You know, I sunk a lot of crystals into those 2 banners. I've got 14,000 from all the things I've been doing. I basically spent every crystal I had. So I don't have much. Again, do I like the weapon? Yes. Do I like the outfit? Yes. Are they the best ones that he's gotten so far? Maybe not. But they're up there. The problem is Glenn just doesn't have a lot of stuff. I mean, if we go to his wish list, I mean, you can see just he's got the 2 stacks of weapons. Same thing with Matt. You know, Lucia's got a stack +1. You know, Zach has 2 stacks. You know, Red, Aerith. But we see, even though they've only got the 2 stacks here, we've seen a lot of featured weapons for some of these characters. You know, even the ones that have had less than this, you know, just these 2 stacks here, they've had tons and tons and tons. I said featured, I meant limited weapons. So it's kind of deceiving in that regard. Glenn just hasn't gotten much love, especially recently. So that makes it a lot harder to say, yes, you should pull on this banner. Again, if you're wanting to consider using Glenn a lot more, I think it's a great banner to pull on. If they follow through and give more things for him. If they're going to start giving giving Glenn some love, I think this is a great banner. If they're going to keep neglecting them like they have over time, I think this is not that great of a banner to pull on. I'd rather spend my crystals elsewhere. So, me personally, I will not be pulling on this banner, but I can guarantee I will be wishlisting this weapon because it's just a featured weapon. We'll be able to wishlist this thing, which is completely amazing. I love that. Which is great after all the, again, the strew of limited banners we've been having. You know, same thing with that Vincent weapon. I'll wishlist it, but I didn't really feel it was worth pulling on, and that's kind of where I'm at here. I don't think it's a must-have weapon or gear. I think it's good, but it's not a, you know, do or die. I think this can easily be skipped unless, like I said, you're just a huge Glenn fan and you want to have those things for him. This can be held off on and just wish list the weapon. That's kind of my thoughts on the banner. Let me know down below what you guys think about the banner. Do you think I overanalyzed and didn't give it as, you know, I kind of knocked it down too much? Do you think I underanalyzed and this weapon's and gear's a lot more powerful than I'm giving it credit for? Let's start that conversation down below. Do you plan on pulling on this banner if you've got the crystals? Let me know down below, and then if you do pull, let us know how you did. Let us know how Lady Luck and RNGesus looked down upon you. So we're going to call it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you along on that journey. We're getting closer to that 500 subscriber mark. Get us to our next little goal. And love to have you see the other content we put out here. We do more than just Ever Crisis here. I do some other gameplays. I'm currently playing through Dragon Quest VIII right now. Looking to start up a new series to replace the original Final Fantasy Tactics that I just finished up. And yeah, I do some old retro gaming as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.